Hi, I'm Dora. How's everyone this morning? When was the last time someone told you that you weren't allowed to serve your country? When was the last time someone judged you unfit for service based on who you want to sleep with? There are people that are told they are not wanted in the military because of their sexual orientation. I'm going to tell you what Don't Ask, Don't Tell law is, the pros of it, and I'll play you a YouTube video of what some people view as some pros. I'll tell you the cons of it, and then I'm going to tell you whether this is truly supporting or harming our country. Don't Ask, Don't Tell is a law that went into effect in 1992 as part of the Family Medical Leave Act. This was the first piece of legislation that President Bill Clinton pushed through. In July of '93, this was further altered and became the law that we know today. The Pentagon defined it as sexual orientation will not be a bar to service unless manifested by homosexual conduct. The military will discharge members who engage in homosexual conduct, which is defined as homosexual act, a statement that the member is homosexual or bisexual, or a marriage or attempted marriage to someone of the same gender. There are 40% of the military who voted to keep this law in effect. 30% voted to get rid of it, and 30% really don't care. Of those 40%, there doesn't seem to be any really strong emotions either way. I've now told you what the law is, and I'm going to tell you the pros of it. Unfortunately, I really didn't find that much. Most people talked about unit cohesion, which is basically if the unit doesn't trust everybody in the unit, they're not going to work well together. If there's some distrust or some fear that somebody's thinking something, they're going to stand back and maybe not help that person out when that situation comes up that could be potentially harming. The other main thing that seems to be a worry for everybody is the cost of getting the law adjusted back to where it's beneficial to the country as well as to every service member, and then also the cost of getting the codes of conduct and getting everybody back in line with more of a non-discriminatory law. Unfortunately, that was really all I found. So I'm going to play you a YouTube video that gives you some pros in the way the actors see it.
Exclusive. There's talk about repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell. It would be okay to be gay in our military. Well, let me tell you something. When the shit hits the fan, and the Taliban decides to nuke us, I don't want to be down there in a foxhole and see that everybody's knocking down Appletinis, watching Sex and the City 2. Wasn't even as good as the first one.
I don't think you can fit in the cockpit of an F-16 if you're wearing a tutu, and I don't think it's safe. My tax dollars paid for that jet, and I don't want some gay flying it in his little pink tutu. Now, you probably think that means I don't want ballerinas in our military. Not true. I actually think there are scenarios, especially like espionage-type assassination missions, where we need ballerinas behind enemy lines. I just don't want them to be weird gay fruits.
We're fighting two wars, all right? We got a stack a mile high of intelligence, and we don't have enough people to translate it, all right? Our country's in a recession, and investigating and discharging gay soldiers and recruiting and training their replacements has cost us $363 million. The two guys kissing is gross.
Nightmare scenario. I got Osama bin Laden in my sights. The openly gay guy next to me catches a whiff of my Axe body spray. He can't help but try to kiss me.
If we let gays serve this country, are we all going to have to start taking showers with our clothes on? Because I, for one, do not want to see a naked gay. I'm in the shower with a straight lady, it's like, yeah, hey, whatever. I'm in the shower with a gay lady, all of a sudden it's like, oh, your body looks soft, you're soaking. I don't want a gay lady, you make me think like that.
First, we let in openly gay people into the military. Next, chihuahuas wearing sequin vests. That's just math, okay? What's next? Unicorns wearing capri pants?
Army uniform on a gay. I'm sorry, that would be like this mustache on a gay guy, or this motorcycle jacket. It'd be wrong and weird.
Well, none of us have actually served our country.
We know exactly who we don't want doing it for us. We are guys against you serving.
and we are proud.
As you can see, some of the points they brought up sounded pretty ridiculous, which makes you wonder, is the law really worth it? I'm sure there are other reasons. Unfortunately, I didn't see any others that were brought up consistently. I've now told you the pros of keeping the law and allowed the actors to give you their view. I'm going to move on to the cons now. The chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Admiral Michael Mullen, made a comment. I cannot escape being troubled by the fact that we force young men and women to lie about who they are in order to defend their fellow citizens. For me, it comes down to integrity, theirs as individuals and ours as an institution. This makes you wonder, if they have to lie to get into the military just to serve us, what else are they lying about? What else are they hiding? It also leaves questions on whether or not that leads to discrimination among the rest of America. I've given you some cons for it, and now I'm going to give you the conclusion. This law is harming our country. Even our own people and the government are telling us that it's harming our country. And hopefully December 1st, when it comes up for appeal, it will be repealed. Please blog about it, give your viewpoint, allow others to know that it is wrong.